Today's court case is Brandenburg versus Ohio. So just a little bit of background information. In this case, Brandenburg versus Ohio, a KKK leader, was having a rally in Ohio. And just the words and actions, they were deemed against an Ohio law because it prohibited speech. And the rally leader was promoting hateful and harmful speech that would hurt other people. So, constitutional question. So, did Ohio's criminal law prohibit public speech that advocates illegal activities, and does this violate Brandenburg's right to free speech stated in the First and 14th Amendments?
I think before we even go on, what do you think about that?
I mean, I think that, yes, everyone should have freedom of speech, you know, because that's just part of our Bill of Rights, but there should be a limit. Hate crime is not cool. We should all be treated equal, you know? So, what about you?
I mean, I think you have to look at it on the other side, though. I don't want my freedom of speech being restricted.
True.
Like, if I want to do a rally, I want to do a rally. I don't think any state law should go above the supreme law of our land.
Yeah.
If I want to do a rally and it might be a little hateful, then alright, it's my rally. It's my right to freedom of speech, but that's just my own opinion.
Yeah, and I think it's important for us young people to put our opinions out there, you know.
Right. I think no matter what, I think people should be coming out and voting, even for this ruling, against this ruling. But anyway, why don't we still go to the decision that happened?
Yeah. So there was a unanimous decision that all the justices agreed. So there was no dissenting opinion. And so just some of the effects, this allowed citizens, it increased citizens' liberties based on speech. So they are just able to say, they're able to kind of just say whatever they want because freedom of speech, you know.
Right. It kind of just was able to extend our liberty of speech. So I think that's on the good note. I think that's good because then that means more people would be able to feel like they can go out and have rallies, maybe not specific towards KKK movements, but just even, we can see our movements such as the Black Lives Matter. I think this case has also helped good movements in order to gain more rights for certain minorities.
But at the same time, this court case was happening during the civil liberties movement, and I feel like to a certain extent it also could have limited people's motivation to continue putting their voices out there, and because like
I can see where you're coming from, just because it could have stopped or felt like their voice wasn't being heard and they just saw this one hateful leader getting more rights in order to go against someone else, which I can see. But then again, you can also look at a point of, well, look at all these other movements, such as our Me Too movement, Black Lives Matter movement, because of, maybe not specifically this case, but because of it's saying
other similar cases.
Just because it said it expanded our rights.
Yeah, for sure. So we also took a poll over this court case, and we asked 18 to 24-year-olds what they thought about this case. You know, we asked about their gender, their age, their schooling, and we also asked them if they would vote for a different leader for a different ruling, or keep the same leader for a same ruling,
or even if they agreed with the ruling that happened. Mostly, we found that women would disagree with the ruling, and they would want a change of the politicians. We also found that although there was a majority for saying that they agree with the ruling, we also found that there would be a majority for people who would want a new politician or a new leader. They would vote for someone else, which I thought was kind of interesting, just because I felt like they contradicted. Yeah. Which I think that comes into play just because how I was saying, or even how I think we both believe that we don't want our freedom of speech being restricted. We just rather see
certain limits.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that's where people became a little
confused almost.
Right.
Yeah. But as you can see, 53.4% of people would vote for a new political leader to change the future outcomes of this court case ruling. So the majority of people we asked do want to see a change, but you don't need to go vote just to see a change. Like, you should go out and vote to keep this ruling if you agree with what the Supreme Court said.
No matter what, just go out and vote. What's the big deal? It takes about, 10, 15 minutes?
Yeah.
Just go driving out and vote. Yeah. Anyway, enough with us. So I'm going to go out in the streets and we're going to see what other people think.
Vandy. And my question for you is, do you believe the Supreme Court case ruling should be changed? No, I don't believe it should be changed because there is freedom of speech. Just as us with the Black Lives Matter movement, we freely speak about how we feel about police brutality. They're free to speak about, their, sentiments, whatever, but...
Hi, I'm here with Desiree. And do you believe that young people should vote? Heck yeah! Hi, I'm here with Celeste. And I'm going to ask you a question. Do you think that all free speech should be protected, or do you think some messages are unconstitutional? I think to some extent. For the most part, though, I think free speech should be upheld in most circumstances unless it's directly going to cause someone harm.
And we're back in the studio. So I definitely liked what that older black lady said. Yes, we should go out to vote. That's the tea. But that is all for today's episode. Thank you all for watching. Have a good day. And don't forget, go out to vote.